chugga, wugga, chugga. So, here is my original Metal Zone that I bought from Better Music in 1998, I think it was. It was a Saturday afternoon, and I'm from a little town just outside of Canberra, and I had a gig with a band I was playing in at the time, and my preamp, I think I was using like an old Korg or something, went down, and we're like, what can we use? Let's go up to Better Music and go and get a Metal Zone. So we called the store and said, we're racing up from Cooma, we're on our way, can you stay open? Because it was like right near 4 o'clock. And the top bloke that he is, Matt Davis, stayed back and sold me this. 1998 I bought it from Matt, and I've still got it. It's dinged up, it's got scratches and marks and a bit of history about it. So I was using this, I've been using it for a long, long time. I don't use it so much now, but I've still got it. I'll never ever get rid of it because it was such a huge part of me and my learning, my development in tone and playing and all sorts of things. So I started using it with a mate of mine at the time had an old Holden Wasp 200 watt head that we would plug this into, and it was just max volume and fizz, and it was awesome. I loved it. And then from there, I had, again, a PV Bandit and a 4x12 that I bought from Matt about 6 or so months later after I bought this. And then after that, I bought an 800, a Marshall JCM 800, and ran it with that as well for a long time. I ran the pedal for, 98? I think I stopped using it about 2004, 2005. But a little off story of this one. So back in 2003, one of my favorite bands at the time, probably still one of my favorite bands deep down, is a band called Pungent Stench from Austria. Very, very offensive death metal band, but they played here in little old Canberra at a pub called the Rock Ape. And I'd been jamming at the pub, and this was just sitting there. I'd kind of left it there, like left all my gear there. And Martin, the guitarist, had seen the pedal, and he asked whose it was. And I said, look, it's mine. And he said, do you mind if I use it for the show? And I'm like, by all means, man, do your thing. So at the end of the show, I got him to actually sign it for me. So it's actually signed by him and dated 2003. You can just see the 3 at the end there. So the pedal, again, has a little bit of history for me. I love the Metal Zone. It's probably the most maligned pedal on the internet. It's I liken it to Nickelback. The people who know. Everybody else, it's a meme, it's a joke, whatever. But the people who know, they know. I love this pedal, and I will fight to the death for it. That being said, so here it is, the 30th anniversary Boss Metal Zone. So again, keeping with the black, the black casing, what they've done is they've actually used almost a dark grey writing. I almost think this is what they should have done when they brought it out, rather than the grey with the orange. Whoop! I'll start that bit again. How good does it look in the black with the grey writing? I secretly wish they'd done them like this originally, but looking at the grey with the orange, it's charm. It adds charm. There's no, it's not a circuit upgrade like the Wazacraft version. It's just a regular Metal Zone, but in the cool new casing to celebrate the 30th anniversary. Little fun fact on the Metal Zone as well. As I said previously, it's a very, I'd say it's a misunderstood pedal, and a lot of people are happy to bag it. You know, it's a can of bees. It sounds terrible, yada yada yada, but a little secret. Some people will know, some don't. But there's an album back in 1995 released by a band called At the Gates called Slaughter of the Soul, and it was the blueprint for modern metal, modern sort of melodic death metal and whatnot. They actually used a Metal Zone on that recording, and it's like even the production on that album changed how we listen to metal. It was so almost ahead of its time, and they used a Metal Zone on some of the guitar tracks, and it sounds magnificent. So there it is, a little bit on the Metal Zone. It's a pedal that's very, very close to my heart. As I said, it was the first pedal I ever bought from Better Music. It was my introduction to Matt, who I've worked with now for a long time. I've played in bands with Matt for a long time now. He's actually one of my really, really good mates, and he's a top bloke. And that was my introduction, was buying a Metal Zone from him. So there it is, the 30th anniversary Metal Zone. So it's even got the cool silver screw as well. I like that. So there it is. Come and grab one.